ranting, and please feel free to subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell for more content, hit the like button, do as many likes as you can, and feel free to share. We're here for love of Star Wars. Today is sort of a rant about Bryan Young and his bizarre beta male tweet storm, virtue signaling to all the nasty bitches he wants to sleep with, and more about Raylos and the shipping panel. What the fuck? And just that, and so feel free to sit back and enjoy the rant. Hey guys, it's Stephanie. As the preview video from the holo table of the Millennium Falcon said, today is going to be a twofer and a request. So first off is going to be Bryan Young. Bryan Young, aka giant man baby, giant vagina, giant mangina, beta male, virtue signaling to get laid by mean, crappy, ugly feminists because he's not confident to actually go for a real woman, and he has to act like a giant pussy to find it. Sorry. Was telling everybody what to do and how to do it at Celebration. It's celebration. You should celebrate what you love. And, you know, then he said something about fighting for what they love. What? Raylo? Shipping? Fucking VOT? Over? Fucking George Lucas over? Because that's exactly what Bryan Young wants. Why? Bryan Young is not an attractive guy. Bryan Young's probably never been an attractive guy. Bryan Young has never been a masculine, confident guy. The idea of being a manly man, a man, and him, those species don't even connect. So, you know, I can't imagine him watching The Empire Strikes Back and even being capable of understanding the emotional foreplay going on between Han and Leia. You know, you've got an alpha male who just is, and an alpha female who just is, and they are mad about each other, but they resent it. Strong-willed. But the fact is, they care about each other and have grown to fall and have fallen in love despite trying not to. That's what all that arguing was about. Han, after Lord Mandel, whatever happened there, decided he just couldn't do it anymore. You know, it wasn't worth it. Leia was not about to let herself be open to him. It's less seduction than it is allowing herself to be a woman. I mean, that's what he actually kind of says to her. And, you know, she doesn't even know what that means. I mean, you have to remember that in the real canon, Leia, you know, didn't know what to do because she'd never been. And she's got this guy who's been everywhere, you know, and he cares about her and she cares about him. And you could see that was happening right away in A New Hope when he's not marching up to get his medal. He's marching up to get her. I mean, you could just see it. And the look on her face is like, oh, shit. What are you going to do with that? You're that, you know, 18, 19-year-old girl, and you're like, and he's gorgeous. And there's something about him. You don't know his backstory. He could be an uneducated boob, and yet in the real canon, he's not. Okay? He is, again, remember the rules about more than what they seem, a diamond in the rough? That's Han. For all his rough edges, and rough edges are very attractive to a real woman, like Leia, he is a guy that understands how the world works. He's educated. He knows stuff that they don't expect him to. Okay? He understands how things work. Not just in the world itself, but in the Imperial military. Because, sorry, those Corellian blood stripes, Those are on military pants. Where did he get them? He was an officer in the Imperial Navy. All right? So he's got a lot more to offer when you realize than if everything it's let on to be. But there's Bryan Young, probably watching and being all upset because, oh my God, he's yelling at her. Oh my God, he tried to kiss her. She let him! And if they had left the whole deleted scene, he kisses her and then she grabs him right back and kisses him back. Okay? So, to all you people who don't understand male-female relationships, fuck off from me. Okay? So there's Bryan Young telling us how to be at Celebration. Guess what? Anti-TLJ, real Star Wars fans, you are going to Star Wars Celebration. You're not allowed to have an opinion. Bryan Young said so. The only people who are allowed to have an opinion are SJW, forced diversity, LGBTQ, racist, misandrist, bitches, and the pussies boys that follow them. Those are the only ones, according to Bryan Young. But, and then he says, he's all worried about the way people will treat other people. That'd be us. Real Star Wars fans. You know, the Phantom Menace. What the F, Bryan, have you been doing the last effing year? Hiding behind your computer, your phone, hiding behind Twitter, blocking people because they had a different opinion than you. And then getting all upset because you were getting called out. Oh, and the virtue signaling after you got called out for being in that underage Kyle Hux sex chat. Yes, Kylo Ren and Hux are a ship. And Bryan Young was in deep with it. He's in deep with all of it. What? Why? The only place he can get female attention, because he sure as F would never get it around women like me and Jesse and Anna and Stephanie Kenobi and the rest of us. All right, we'd be like, neckbeard, no. All right. See, Bryan Young is everything that he's projecting onto the Phantom Menace. He thinks that the world revolves around him. And he's signaling, virtue signaling out there how everyone should behave at Star Wars Celebration. Fuck that shit. All right. Celebration isn't just a place where everybody has to sit there in pale shades of neutral colors, dumbass. We don't like something. The makers of this shit ought to know, okay? And trust me, the last 6 years was a great big steaming pile of cattle manure, okay? So we'll say whatever we want. And I'll tell you something else. I'm at least going to go down swinging as far as trying to get that fucking shipping panel gone. And I'll tell you why. This leads me to the next topic. All right. Last year or so, over a year, since before The Last Jedi came out, Raylos, and I'm going to generalize because I hate all of you equally, were attacking John Boyega in different forums, in different places, with racism. The idea of a black man and a white woman, you know, and of course, how dare he usurp their translucent, monkey-faced, airplane flap-eared, patricidal puke. All right, because that's what it's really about. I still don't get it. I just don't. You know, Jesse's right. Raylo advocates for domestic violence. That's exactly what they are. It was obvious that JJ was going to have something happen between Ray and Finn. And, you know, lazy ass, uncreative, virtue signaling, round-headed, chinless bitch boy, Rian Johnson, decided to follow the Raylo path and not follow through with JJ's plans. This is why JJ's doing this right now, trying to fix what the fucker broke. Right. Anyway, I want examples of the racist Tumblr posts. I don't care where it comes. Reddit, 4chan. I don't go on either. I think they're stupid, but hey, if it's there, send it to me. I haven't put my email address on this for a while, and I will. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I don't care. I need examples so I can use them. Okay. And another thing. There's a strange little, actually it's not little, it's probably quite large. I haven't really gone to look because I like having a stable emotional life, and just going there would piss me off. There is a group of Raylos who are all called Davers, Daisy, Adam Driver shippers. And what they want is for Adam Driver to dump his wife, or, horrible, have her, somehow disappeared from his life I saw a violent way at some of them, and their baby son, so he can marry and be with Daisy. And we want a shipping panel at Star Wars Celebration. What the actual F? These people are mentally ill. Every one of them. That Amber Goldsmith has gone after Data Racer. She went after Chewbacca. She went after me here, telling us, you can't use my tweets. So guess what, bitch? Your tweets are public domain, and I can use them if I want. And if, like I said before, if you don't want to wash your dirty laundry, Raylo dirty laundry, in public, then don't do it in public. Okay? So now you got this. Davers. And Star Wars Celebration, dumbasses at Lucasfilm are going, and their thing was, well, back when Star Wars first came out, no one really knew if Leia was going to end up with Han or Luke, and that was no, it wasn't a ship. It was just a thing we talked about. There's no such thing as shipping back then. My God, stop trying to connect your mentally ill enabling garbage on us. This is why I get enraged. I am sick and tired of people who didn't grow up then, who don't understand what was going on, who know nothing about it, and shit on the past, telling me and everybody else who saw it happening firsthand, what happened? Okay, so guess what? Disney has a problem. Okay? Because now we've got them stalking Adam Driver, doxing his cloud, approaching him and Joanna at some sort of convention or event, approaching them in other places too, I think. And we got these Davers. In fact, one of my favorite things was when Daisy had her boyfriend on the set of episode 9, and last September they shit themselves. Oh my God, he shouldn't be there. I want them to... They're actors. They're not even going to be together. My God, there isn't going to be a Raylo. And if there is, it's not going to be the Raylo you want. Of course they're connected, but not in the way you think they are, okay? It was even in the novel. Luke refers to Rey as his niece. Then you hear it on the, soundtrack. You are his salvation. You are his niece. Say it. The thing in the mirrored room on the dark side of the cave. What you saw was the dark side, just like Luke did. It was the dark side, again, like Yoda said, clouds everything. There's at least one thing I think I understand that douchebag Johnson tried to do. Okay? To me, it was so obvious what was going on there. And the person that walked up to the other side of the mirror was, I know it was Han and Leia behind. When you first see a tiny little woman and a tall, lanky guy. they morph into one, and they seem to morph into one, and then a guy approaches the mirror. It's either Han Solo himself from the other side, or it was her brother. But she sees herself. Just like Luke saw himself in Vader's mask in the dark side tree. Ta-da! See? That's easy. That's easy to figure out. That's one thing that Rian Johnson actually kind of had right there. It's about the only thing that he did right, and he should have just been more explicit. She should have figured out who she was in that movie. Because the thing about Return of the Jedi is, through the whole thing, Luke keeps telling everybody, from Yoda to Obi-Wan to his sister, I can change him. He has good in him. I've felt it. Okay? Nobody else believed him. Luke believed that. Okay? We should have had something similar. Maybe not. Rey struggling with the fact of everything that happened. What she saw on Starkiller Base. Setting up to maybe actually turn to the dark side. Struggling against that. Because, I mean, I sure as fuck would hate Kyle Ron if I had seen what he did to, if he had done the same thing to my father on Starkiller Base, and I found out that guy was my father. Trashed the family, drops her off on Jakku to die, kills their father in front of her. Okay? That'd be fucking powerful. But no, we can't have that. Hopefully JJ will fix that in the end, because Raylo just don't work. I don't care how many different rationalizations you batshit crazy bastards go through. I don't care how many headcanons that tell you in your mentally ill state that Han was abusive. No, he wasn't. Read the books! In Bloodlines, we don't even see Kyle Ron in it. He's just gone. You know who the guy is that shows up to save Leia? Han. She makes the mistake of telling him to leave. Oh, I can handle this. That's not how you do marriage. Okay, but then I remember who wrote the book. Amy Vincent. Man-hating slag. Okay? So anyway, what I want you guys to do is I need you guys to find or help me find any sort of racist comments by Raylos about John Boyega. If you can find any more attacks on Joanna Tucker, please do it. I want to catalog everything. And if you're on Twitter, Robert Iger's still on Twitter, demand they get rid of the shipping panel, because, oh my God, why did this happen? Any of it. Why? I don't get it. It's gotta be because these bitches are bored. And trust me, they're all about my age. Most of them are. Which is effing weird and scary. Okay? Okay. So anyway, this is Steph. Signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy. See you around the cantina. Be sure to tip your Wookiee bartenders 20%. Do not start any trouble in the cantina, because once the bouncers, who are amazingly all Wookiees too, start in I Can't Stop Them, and the destruction is complete. Anyway, so I'll see you all around, and I might go live later. I will let you know in a post, so see you later. Oh, and I will be on General Katarn's podcast later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, I'll see you around the galaxy. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed it. The video. Thanks for stopping by. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. Hit the bell so you know when I upload more content. Feel free to hit the like button. Hit that like button. Please hit the like button. And share away here. We share away here for lots of Star Wars. And I will be around with General Katarn at about 8 o'clock tonight, EST, Eastern Time, to hang out, talk about Star Wars and stuff like that. So I will put a link up in a reminder post on my channel here. and also on YouTube, or also on Twitter. So I'll see you around the galaxy, see you around the cantina, and see you later.